What's up YouTube? My name is Kenneth and today's video is on the proportional O cube. Now the O cube was invented by Oskar van Deventer, and this is the proportional O cube, and this is his second version. His first version was not proportional and this one is proportional. And the reason it's called the O cube is because when people first try to get it, they want to twist it like a Rubik's cube and it doesn't turn that way. And then you show them it turns like this and they go, "Oh, I get it." And it's true because I've shown this puzzle to a bunch of people, and once you turn it, they all say, "Oh!" And so that's why it's the O cube. So this is the proportional O cube, and it's a little different than the normal O cube. In this one, you have these little pieces here, and it's really what these little pieces that make this puzzle a little bit challenging. The corners are pretty obvious because they just spin, they don't move, and all you have to do is spin them all so that they're facing the right direction. The edges, they solve pretty easily, and so do the centers, but these little tiny triangle pieces make this puzzle pretty challenging. On my plane trip home from Europe, I had a lot of time to play with all of these puzzles Oskar let me borrow, and I was able to solve them all on the plane. And solving this one on the plane was kind of a challenge because I had to figure out some algorithms for those little tiny triangle pieces. And I came up with an algorithm and I was able to solve it on the plane. But after a couple weeks of not playing with it, I forgot what the algorithm was, and I revisited this puzzle and I wanted to solve it again. And when I was trying to solve it for the second time, I had an epiphany. And I realized that this puzzle solves very similar to another puzzle I have. And because of that, I was able to solve it much easier, much quicker. So anyway, that really made it kind of more fun, that I solved it in a very difficult manner, and then once I had this epiphany, I could solve it in a much easier manner. So this puzzle is a lot of fun. It turns pretty well. I find that when I want to turn it, I like to put it on the table because it helps line things up. You can see if I have something that's out of alignment, if I put it on the table, it jumps right into alignment, and I can turn almost any side. So I like to kind of play with it on the table, I realized. So let me scramble it up and show you guys what it looks like all scrambled. So you can see the puzzle is pretty scrambled now, and you can tell that I like to turn the puzzle while it's on the table, and turning it on the table helps keep the puzzle aligned. And it turns this really well, and it's pretty smooth movements. You can hear it definitely has that shapeways sound to it, but I don't mind that at all. So what are my final thoughts on the proportional O cube? Well, it's a cool puzzle. It's definitely one I really hope does get mass produced, because I would love to play with it some more, but of course I have to send this one back to Oskar. And if it were mass produced, I know many people would be able to enjoy this puzzle. It really is cool. I really like just how well it turns, and the solving of this puzzle is a lot of fun. So yeah, this is a great puzzle. So you guys know Oskar usually ends his videos with a question, so I thought I might do that in honor of him. And so my question for you guys is, what other puzzle that's been mass produced acts very similar to these internal pieces here that turn the same way and would be solved very similarly? So let me know in the comments below. Thanks guys for watching. I do come out with new videos at least every other weekend, so stay tuned for the next video. Thanks guys, and of course, have a great day.